With the tremendous amounts of support groups for everything from animals, insects, sexuality, and foreign countries, and even inanimate objects such as paintings, antiques, etc., somewhere along the lines of it all, this society has failed to ensure the support of the most important commodity on the face of the planet, and that is fatherhood. At least ebony fatherhood. On second thought, it isn't that society has failed us, but fatherhood in our communities has failed for various reasons. And we are back with another video here on Rasta's Realities. It's my reality because it's your reality. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Comment down below if you get something from the video. Let's go. We cannot sit idly by, twiddling our thumbs as so many have for decades, waiting for any savior, whether fictional or non-fictional, to save us in the living life and to provide what we need in our families and communities. That is generational wealth. Wealth isn't always regarded as money for those prone to confusion and ignorance. Though others will attempt to convince you of otherwise, no one outside of your family and or your communities can say what's good for you, with the exception of those who's experienced the same and or worse. Worse because though we may feel our situations are bad, there is always a worse situation than yours or mine. Speaking of situations, disclaimer. The next statement isn't to discount the work put in by our Ebony sisters, and I'm sure they'll appreciate and agree, aside from those who love chaos. Now, with that out of the way, we shall get to the crux of the discussion. Ebony fatherhood and the surviving of it. Rasta, what in the world are you talking about? Glad you asked. The work put in by genuine fathers such as myself and others have been heavily discounted and or just flat out ignored. You're free to draw your own conclusions on the matter. It has even gone as far to tarnish the names, works of the men who isn't afraid of ridicule, hate, etc. from inner and outer forces. Yes, that means family, friends, and or workmates. Here are some of the true benefits of fatherhood that affects all involved. All people need boundaries, in particular children, as they are not aware of the benefits of having boundaries, meaning the chances of their success are greater as they are shown the much needed attribute of empathy. Empathy ensures that one does not go through life just thinking just of their feelings selfishly, thus improving themselves as well as others due to having said attribute. A man in a household is the best thing to ever happen to children, even though we have those who state, I don't need a man in the house, and nothing can be farther from the truth. Warren Farrell's book, Father and Child Reunion, dives into the numbers of the devastating consequences of not having a man, not just a male, in the household. It can be devastating not to have him there, as shown by the statistics that can be researched any and everywhere. As Chris Rock said in a Comedy Truth routine, you can drive a car with your feet. That doesn't mean it's supposed to be done. meaning you can parent without a man, that doesn't mean it's supposed to be done. More critically, a parent with inept abilities on parenting is more of a minus than a plus. Now that goes both ways for those whom lack self-accountability. I've found that in parenting, a woman screaming no a multiple of times just to have the kid or kids do what they want to anyways is not only stressful but counterintuitive. That idea of discipline can and will not ever work versus a genuine man in the household to lay the law of the land for children to follow and respect. There is also those who feel guilty for screaming and will go out to buy the misbehaving child or children a present to further promote said bad behavior. These children aren't stupid, and you fell for the okie doke. Shame on you. Having a male in the household to not only lay the telephone pole down, but the law of the land in the household is key to family success. If you want what's best for your children, you will find a stable man as defined by some who don't understand the true nature of man regarding family. The boring type is what they say. Or the type that doesn't beat you or cheat on you. Or the parent the way that those whom are inept in doing so. We cannot allow those who are inept in parenting to run the household, as it creates more jail-ridden children. Those children who are not conducive to the betterment of society. We cannot allow that. Of any race. Scratch that. Of any ethnicity. Because there is only one race. That is the human race. I will say this in closing. Yes, it's possible to raise children without a man in the household. But nothing beats having someone there to not only say no and mean it, but provide the backbone needed, not only for the kids, but as well as the woman that needs that level of manliness to complete the circle of life within the family household. Thank you for listening. I am Rasta Akil Bomani for Rasta's Realities. Please provide a like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment because your comments are key to the channel. I appreciate you all. Peace to you.